Welcome to the Redefining Teaching series. This video will give you an overview of divergent thinking. Most of the time, when we think of generating ideas, we think of brainstorming. Brainstorming is when you have a prompt and people give ideas. However, from experience, students rarely give a lot of ideas because they're assuming there's a right answer, and they don't want to give an idea that isn't right or isn't what the instructor is looking for. Divergent thinking is thinking that generates ideas beyond the expected or perceived right answer. Marin and Faust state, it's a process of retrieving existing knowledge and associating and combining unrelated knowledge in a novel and meaningful way. The process is free-flowing and non-linear and is meant to generate ideas that are wild, fanciful, wrong, and lead in various directions. It sparks curiosity and creativity in thinking and encourages the thinker to really explore the possibilities. This process of thinking values quantity over quality of ideas and can lead to more innovative and deeper thinking. The concept behind divergent thinking is that thinkers in small groups are presented with a statement or problem. Then they generate as many questions, ideas, solutions, etc. relating to that statement or problem as they possibly can in the given time. The more ideas, the better. It doesn't matter how outlandish the idea, it needs to be recorded because these outlandish ideas can lead others to expand their thinking. Let's think for a second why we would even care about students generating ideas that in the end may not be viable. First and foremost, this is the type of out-of-the-box thinking we need in the world to get us out of some of the mess we're in. Creative ideas are so important, and people who learn to think this way are sought after graduation. But on a more basic level, the benefits are getting them to think about a topic from a new angle and consider ideas beyond their own experience. Also in this process, every idea is heard. Again, no matter how crazy or foolish, it gets them to explore options instead of just stopping on the easiest and most obvious solution. They consider more effective solutions. It creates a culture of exploration and risk-taking, which is so important for students going out into the working world. It embraces skills for the professional world. It is key to anyone in the science field, and it's a way of unleashing creative thinking. Divergent thinking isn't all rainbows and unicorns for everyone, however. Some students will hesitate to participate because they're afraid of saying the wrong thing. This is where you're going to really come in to set those expectations early and often that there is no wrong thing for this strategy to work. Some may have cultural influences as well that value correctness and control over possibility and chaos. As with any sort of active learning strategy, it can take time to deliver, and it can be difficult to grade in the sense that there is no right and wrong answer. So what are you grading? Or are you grading it at all? And remember, it isn't an appropriate strategy for every discipline or topic. I mean, let's be honest, in some disciplines and some questions, there is one right answer, and that's it. Before we move forward, there's another term that I want you to know, and that is convergent thinking. Convergent thinking is where you have a bunch of facts and you find one right answer. From observing faculty teach, this appears to be the most often used thinking strategy at CFC. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's the best type of thinking for the job. But what we're going to look at here is how to use the two thinking strategies so that they can work together. When it comes to creating your thinking and learning activities, it's important to consider both modes of thinking before designing them. This diagram from Instructional Design Fusions does a great job of illustrating the way the two can work hand in hand. So we begin with the prompt or the problem. Next, through divergent thinking, the students generate as many ideas as they can, all possible ideas in the time allotted. Then from there, they move into the critical thinking phase, which is to select the most viable options. Those are executable ideas. And lastly, they go on to the chosen solution. That's your convergent thinking, the quote-unquote one right answer. In some cases, you may want students to stop after the idea creation phase. Other times, you'll want them to go through to a solution. It all depends on the reason for your activity. So now that you know a bit more about divergent thinking, take a minute to reflect on these few questions. How can your students or their future profession benefit from them developing divergent thinking tactics? How can you incorporate divergent thinking into your teaching? How can divergent thinking be incorporated into your existing projects or activities? Hopefully, you'll be able to answer these questions in ways that will prompt you to include divergent thinking activities into your teaching.